Hey everybody, just checking in. So good news, I don't feel like I'm in a wave, and I don't even know what that was, to be honest with you. It might have just been like a bug, like a stomach bug. Um, I'm exhausted because I have an underlying condition that I am trying to treat that really kicks my ass. Um, I'm thinking that my body is overall sensitive, so everything disturbs me. It disturbs my sleep, and I'm really trying to treat that. But in terms of like benzo withdrawal, I don't feel like I'm, like in this wave. My last video was definitely like an I don't know scenario. I felt wavy, like I had some nausea, some GI issues. But after going through all this, it's like it's so hard to know what's what. I mean, feeling nausea and dizzy doesn't mean you're in a wave, but it might. So, like, how do you know? But I thought I would just update my channel because I did come on here with some news, and it is 2 weeks now since those symptoms first started, and I'm just kind of easing back into life. My goal is this weekend. I hope I can go see my son at college. That is like a huge goal of mine. It's not that far away. And normally, under any other circumstances, I would just like jump down there in a day and come back. Like it's not that big of a deal. But for me, it's a big deal because, I had this crazy neurological issue. And I was just thinking, I was sharing with my partner that it's been really hard for me to think of the future and things that I want to do in the future, only because like I've made goals in the past and then had these setbacks, and it's just kind of demoralizing now. So I realized that something I can do is to make like little short goals. Like if I can't imagine myself, if I don't want to imagine myself, say traveling the world. Like, do I want to travel the world? Yes. I feel like I don't want to get my hopes up, but if I can imagine, well, I can just drive, to Santa Cruz from the Bay Area. It's an hour and a half. Set that as a small goal, and then just kind of go from there. So anyway, I'm hoping that people are doing okay today. Again, I don't know that that was a wave. I don't know what it was. My sleep is deplorable, but that's my truth. I mean, I have always had bad sleep, and people, a lot of people in like the benzo communities have currently really bad sleep, and they're like, I've always been such a good sleeper, even in the protracted groups, and their sleep sucks now. My sleep has always been bad. That was why I was on a benzo. So, or one of the main reasons. I've always tried to like chase sleep and have problems with sleep. So underlying conditions are a bitch. They are a bitch. But over time, it becomes more and more easy to see what is an underlying condition versus the benzo injury. And the benzo injury is tricky. It's a tricky little bastard because it can show up as so many different syndromes and conditions, and anything from multiple chemical sensitivities to chronic fatigue syndrome and everything in between. It shows up that way. So it's really hard to know what's an underlying condition, but over time, as we heal, like I don't have multiple chemical sensitivities anymore. I had that for so long. I also had this crazy histamine response. I don't have a histamine response. Every now and then I'll get a little uptick in the histamine department, but to be honest, it's like so much better. I wasn't able to even sit in this room when we first moved in this house. So over time, it's really, you can see like what is the benzo injury and what's underlying condition. And I feel like some of these underlying conditions, it's like they persist and persist and persist and persist. And hey, maybe one day it'll go away. But if it's persisted for this whole time where all these other things have passed, I'm wondering, is it just my underlying condition? I don't know. Peace, y'all. Talk to you on the flip side. Hope you all are doing well.